towards Train, and if we needed the decider, will be Anubis. Complexity starting on the CT side, and there's a lot of T presence outside.
Definitely is. JT with the pistol, just trying to get the info, letting them pass, but out of credit card there, couldn't quite survive it. Exile on the entry, and they've taken outside control. Their world is their oyster from this point onward, but look at this positioning from the CTs.
Oh yeah, Nixie finds a frag. He's gonna get traded back. Grim, that's a missed opportunity as Boomage doubles up. And that's a man advantage now for the side of BetBoom. Halzork and Sixy are in a situation where they gotta pull things out of their sleeve. Not gonna be too easy, but they need to hit their shots. A lot of info gathered, and another headshot for Halzork makes it more possible. It's a 2v2, and BetBoom, even though they've gained a lot of ground, they still don't have a lot of info, but they're gonna go towards B, and they might even have the time for the bomb plant. Sixy out of vents, and he's just gonna wait for the opportune timing.
He was gonna run back, but like the bomb plant kind of fishes him back into it, and now they've retreated. With 30 seconds left, Liuba, they actually have time to get to the A site, but Halzork very quick on that rotate, already holding heaven. He mustn't miss. He has to connect. At least one. Oh, Halzork lets him go through. He's going to try and deny the bomb stick, but that doesn't work either. Sixy from the back line dies, and it's all down to Halzork and Magno Jez in the 1v1.
Oh yeah, but this is really an uncomfortable situation now for Halzork as Magno Jez can take the kill, and that's going to be the first round going to the hand of BetBoom.
You say that it would be expected for both teams to maybe overperform here. I'm very skeptical of Complexity, man. I really want to be proven wrong, especially in this round, because they've gone for the force. M4 over there, already successful, along with Sigzy on the 5-7.
Halzork. That's a frag back, and that's going to give BetBoom a little bit more space throughout the map. Grim still on high HP. He can go into an aim duel, but he might get tested by 3 players towards Secret. Finds the first. That's bad spacing, and he's going to use it to his advantage. That's a 3K for Grim, and it's only Boomich remaining.
Man, that's the kind of experience you can't fake over there, man. Grim, classy 3K. Gets licked in return, of course. Now Boomich 1 versus 3 with his position known. Where can you really go? Well, you can get lucky with that second kill on Sigzy definitely being a bit of an unforced error from his end. And he still hasn't grabbed the bomb. It is a little bit, as we say in the biz, stucky-wucky. Over there towards Secret.
Re-smoked. That's gonna keep him at bay for a while. Grim is low, but JT isn't. And he's got Kelpar, he's got a rifle right now. And Boomich is hoping that he can actually get to that C4. That's gonna be the case, but he's lost a lot of HP in the process. At least to get the bomb plan, he's hoping a little bit more money for his team in the next round, and he might even have the time to do so, as the CT rotate is gonna take a long time. Now,
I was very surprised. He pressed shift there. He pressed shift as if to like try to throw them off, make him think he was going B, but instead he's gone up to the A site. Are his enemies even aware of this? Well, they are now. They're going up the vents. The bomb does tick differently on B site. Up close and personal. MP9 gets the first and the second. No HP, no problem. Boomich does it again.
That was fantastic. You got a 3K from Grim, but Boomich, he'll bring one better. That's a 4K from the IGL, and that was really good.
Complexity, from his end.
They've been stopped.
They literally made so many mistakes here, Complexity, with those first 2. After Grim's spectacular performance on the 3K, okay, look, the first one, I can forgive you. But the second one, unforgivable there. Sigzy, definitely unforced error from his end. And then, once you're both in a bottle, go somewhere together. Now, if you go into a stacked bomb site, that's a different story, but you don't want to be doing that. Walking into a stack, it's a bit cringe. And looks like they won't be falling for that one, not today. It's the B site that's gonna get hit, with absolutely no one being home. The lights were on, but now the bomb's activated as well. And Complexity, what do you do here?
Well, Nyx is gonna get a rifle for his trouble, finding a frag towards Siren. Siren, the only remaining player of the original BetBoom roster from July of 2020. Boomish might be in trouble, and he's gonna get his head domed. Of course, Complexity, a lot of time has ticked on that bomb. They can't really hope to do anything at this point. Just play for exits if the opportunity presents itself. Try to do some economic damage towards your opponents. They know that BetBoom does not have a lot of money, so they're going to go for this and try at least to take a few rifles out of their hands. That might be the case as Sixy finds the correct timing. It's only Exile on his feet, and he's not going to survive that. So much money lost on the side of BetBoom. There's a discussion on social media about IGLs and who can maybe change up whose place. Siren and Artfresh start things out in this round quite well as they find a quick fire double, which puts Complexity under a lot of pressure. Halzerk and Grim falling. Sixy bringing one back. JT in trouble under duress, but finding two and giving Sixy and Nyx a chance.
Two newcomers need to prove their salt. Well, they've been here for a season already, but they need to fight for their spot in the coming season. I have a feeling. I have a hunch. Right now, Jez and Exile still nowhere closer to a bomb site than a couple of seconds ago. They've just frozen. They see no overextensions from the CT sides. But they have to make a move. The clock's ticking.
Yeah, just waiting for the CTs to maybe make a step too far. Lose their heads. Not gonna happen just yet. 40 seconds on the clock. Now, we're coming to a time where BetBoom really needs to make a decision. Nyx seen and tagged up to 42. Not looking good, but he saw player he can take out the bomb, and that's not gonna be the case. That's some good movement for Exile, and that's a whiff from Sixy. Nyx now tested in a 1v2, but already tagged up. He's coming towards heaven. Let's see what he can do.
He's gonna be approaching it, but they should be covering this angle. With such low HP, just a shot to the body is going to be doing it, and Magno Jez does it. Gets that 7th. BetBoom back on that horse. Did get the 3-0 pick'em from BP, because I knew they would, you know, defeat the bad teams, but this tournament has got good teams. It's got good rounds. JT already with a good headshot outside. And Boomich, not there to deny. JT even gets away scot-free.
Yeah, fragging out is JT. 13 frags so far. That's looking pretty good for him. It's a man advantage for Complexity, but only just given the fact that the guy that found the double is on 7 HP, and he's going to have to be careful for the remainder of the round, but those steps are going to be heard. That's crucial information for Complexity at this point in time. When is the rotation going to arrive? It already has towards B. Nyx with the AUG. Let's see what that scope gun is going to do. Ooh, just domes Siren at the beginning, and that's all the info Complexity needed so far.
Just one button, Dan. No scope. You don't need it. Very good positioning there, of course, and one through the smoke as well. Why not? Just completely destroyed them going into the final round of this first half. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a tied-up affair. 6 versus 6. Able to headshot a CT at this kind of a long mid-ish distance. Exile gets the surprise, though.
Oh yeah, Exile and Magno, they start things off quite well, and that's annihilation from BetBoom, a perfect pistol that brings them one round ahead once more. Yeah, so that might be the case that they're not completely ready for this. Boomich takes a little bit of info, finds one guy and tags him down. Still alive is the IGL of BetBoom, and pulling back he is now. His teammates are on the rotate, but will they come quick enough? That's the question. A man advantage short-lived now as Exile and Artfrost find the crucial frags. Now, one guy ahead, BetBoom.
Really liked what BetBoom did just there, but let's see if they can win the 3v4 situation as well. The bomb has yet been planted. However, in the corner over there, Grim's completely safe. Gonna get away with it. The retake nades are on point here, but you can't do very much with them on the B site.
Oh.
Grim's just dealing out headshots. The Grim Reaper finally goes down. But it's still a 2 versus 2 when you don't know where those two T's are hiding. Artfrost has an idea about window over there. What about single door? That's where your friend just died. It's a 1 versus Nyx. And now they're aware of each other's positionings.
Oh, yeah.
Fails the flash.
Oh, Art Frost, now he knows the position. Does he have the time? No, the answer seems to be no. That's going to be a round for Complexity, just taking it by a whisker.
No flash, no problem. You don't need to hit those. You just need to make the other guy think you hit those.
Already tell. Now, let's get back into this action. Round number 17. Exile, first point of contact. 60 takes him out, and that's going to pile on the pressure for the side of BetBoom.
Oh, MagnoJez, he lets him go into main. JT had no idea he snuck past someone there, but he doesn't care. He just keeps entrying, keeps assisting the A-side defense. And then MagnoJez dies on the outside. Art Frost, can you save this M4 now? Or are you actually going to be trying for this one? JT and Grim are low, but a 1 versus 3 with your position known, not something you want to even try, I think.
No, not going to go for that gamble, Art Frost. He's just going to try and hold on to that M4. Maybe, just maybe, take out a rifle or two. But Complexity, they're rolling in the cash so far. And dealing economic damage and potentially losing your gun, that is maybe too big of a risk for Art Frost at this point. Double digits for Complexity, and they're looking really good on this T side. Maybe even until the next map of Train, Complexity's map pick will be Train. And Art Frost starts things out quite well. That's the opening kill. MagnoJez almost takes down JT, but only tagging him for 1 bullet. 25 HP taken out. Complexity, they want to go towards Secret. Let's see if BetBoom have an answer now with the man advantage. It must feel a lot better than in the previous rounds.
Definitely. A lot of pressure on Boomich's shoulders here, of course, to not fumble the position. The Molotov, more of a suggestion than anything else. You can walk through them pretty easily these days, the CT Molly anyway. As they do take Secret control. And now, try to re-aggress a little bit toward the A side, you know, keep them guessing.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That Molly kept the T's at bay at least for a little while. They're looking for an opener and completely blind as MagnoJez's Nyx takes an easy frag, though it was a wild spray. Halzer finds 1. Exile with an answer, but only good for 1. And that's a man advantage now for Complexity. They're looking quite good at the present moment, and they can already plant the bomb. Siren and Art Frost, do you have what it takes? Do you even want to try it? The answer seems to be no.
No,
it's going to be a long rotate if they even have the ambition of trying to get to the site.
He can get a kill here. Yeah, that was his opportunity, but his crosshair was about 3 pixels to the left of where it should be. And that means they have to keep saving. They have to survive into the next one, because BetBoom, they have got diddly squat to work with the next one. This AWP and M4 combo is going to be pretty much everything. Everyone else gonna have to reach for the MP9s if you want grenades, right?
Yeah, and that's not something
if that
you want to have if you're in a position where you're trying to save your own map pick. And they're gonna have to tie together 5 rounds if they want to go to OT.
Final stand. Let's see what BetBoom can muster here, so they don't go quietly into that night. Just clearing some smokes, trying to get outside contact. No such luck.
Not gonna happen just yet.
Ooh.
But now the explosion comes in. There's 2 frags, but 2 for 2, that's not enough. Exile chips in with another kill for himself. So it's a 3v2, but now they're thinking of planting the bomb. They're not expecting Art Frost, but that whiff should not have happened. MagnoJez taking control of things. Grim in a 1v3. Let's see what he can do. He's been having some solid numbers for Complexity in recent times. And this could be just the icing on the cake. You're believing it?
I'm definitely believing it. Grim is so experienced in these clutches, he can definitely get something done. 2 out of double door, sprays them both down and turns around but doesn't get the final kill. Art Frost on the no-scope of all things, clutches the round and keeps BetBoom alive.
Just for a little while. Let's see if they can tie together a few more. Positioning that could lead to a mistake. JT, though, gets taken out. That's a +1 for BetBoom to start things out in this round. Ooh, Nyx, that was good looking. So Art Frost looking for the kill back, and that's going to happen. 4v2. Now it's looking good for the CTs, as the Ts really can't find anything so far. Found only that 1 kill, but Now, they're going to need a bit of a miracle to take this round and end this map. It's a solid-looking flash, and 6E's going to use it.
Oh, but then a nice peek from the CTs to the outsides to catch the unprepared Ts on the other side.
Bit of a utility exchange, spamming through the smoke. Not going to do a lot of damage so far, but now, Complexity, they want to change things up. Maybe pick up some pace. Boomage is going to be tested. We just spoke about him, and he's only going to find 1.5 if you count Grim's HP. Grim is the one that found the trade, though Magno just takes care of Halzurk, and again, an attack crumbling for Complexity as they're losing players left, right, and center again. Grim in a position to try and clutch things out. Does not seem like it's gonna happen, as with only 35 HP and 3 full HP players on the other side, his chances are looking slim.
Definitely. And the word crumbling you used kind of fits this round perfectly. Just every single fight went the way of BetBoom, even ones where they didn't have the advantage. And now Grim, anything other than an advantage there on the A site, no idea where anyone was. Low HP as well, gets domed eventually.
Situated outside, but outside presence from the CTs as well. One of them might get run down, and that's going to be Boomage, but he finds the first kill and manages to get away with murder.
Yeah, he had a really forward position compared to what he usually played in the previous rounds. Now his teammates just have to convert the advantage. Outside spam working out for Exile from the heavens. And they still have heaven control, but Nyx trying to take it away from them. Up close with the Mac-10. And he does have the element of surprise. How many can you realistically get? SMG, long distance, just good for 1 as the entries continue. Out of main it seems, but with a man disadvantage, MagnoJez tries to end it right there. And he won't be succeeding. Halzurk the 1v2 to avoid overtime.
Yeah, but Exile is low. Boomage tagged up as well. Halzurk can find some hopes in this round, and he might even get isolated 1v1s, and that's exactly what he's looking for. He does have 2 flashes. He wishes that he had a smoke to give himself an opportunity to plant the bomb. He has no idea where they're situated. Jumping down vents, there's Boomage, and we're going to overtime. You can't really use it in every position imaginable. Close range, that might be dicey at times. Arfrost, his op is going to get tested right now, or is that going to be the case? 60 thinking of try peeking, and Arfrost misses the shot. And that's not the first time we've seen that so far.
No, a lot of grenades fall onto the A side, but meanwhile, ramp has been pushed. Sigzy trying to get the rotates here in vent. Gonna be successful once JT comes around to doing it, but now MagnoJez's rotate has been stopped as well. And it looks like the prediction's coming true, the cliche. The team that chokes overtime wins the first round of overtime every single time. Unless Siren can get the 1v3.
60% of the time, it happens every time.
Exactly.
Siren, not looking like a possible 1v3, but
less than 60% chance.
Absolutely. A lot less. That's the first kill coming in. But the bomb has ticked off so much so far, and with that crossfire, there was never an opportunity for Siren to bring that round. Finally, 13 for Complexity.
It's AWP as we are used to. Meanwhile, Complexity rifled up on the other side, just pushing Grim into Hut. Very aggressive, trying to find that early advantage, but it does not work out for them.
That's a solid start now for BetBoom. Let's not forget, it wouldn't be the first time they've lost a round. They started off well. Taking out Grim, who's on 25. That must feel good when you press tab and see who you've taken out. Just exchanging fire through the smoke. Nothing more just yet, but there's still a lot of time for Complexity to think things through and see how they can, or where rather, they can end this round.
The grenade hit Nyx over there, but it's not like that's novel information that someone might be lobbying. However, a little bit of misdirection thrown, a smoke outside to deny the info, as the bomb seems to be trending toward this A site. MagnoJez's position revealed as they trade places with 60. What the hell's going on? MagnoJez tries to switch out the weapons for some reason there. Does not work out. Siren on the site. AUG spray not good enough. Not got quite the muscle memory you do for the M4, do ya? And it's a 3 versus 2 retake. Very doable for BetBoom.
Yeah, absolutely, though. Nick's in good positioning. Now he's in a clutch situation. CT's coming from both sides. That's very uncomfortable. And Boomer's gonna punish. He's gonna collect, and that's gonna be 13 for BetBoom. Again, after 26 rounds, there's nothing between these two teams.
Yeah, and, you know, he's probably getting a bit more attention after Elige left.
Yeah.
Get to call the shots a little bit more. Nyx.
Around the smoke, Exile finds Nyx. That's a man advantage now again for BetBoom. Complexity putting all of their eggs towards outside. Boomage finding the timing, though Halzerk took out Artfrost. Still, only one man of an advantage for BetBoom maintained.
The positioning for Complexity not the best, though. They're kind of split up between Secret and outside red. The bomb's crossed over. Now you gotta get somewhere. And BetBoom, they're not really looking to fight this. They know they got the advantage. You just gotta wait it out. Do the occasional peek outside to keep them honest. With a minute left to go, these T's are getting restless. They need to actually go somewhere. And MagnoJez has not spotted them out just yet. Walks right into the crosshair of Halzerk. He's gonna be taking that freebie all day.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And now a 3v3, the defense is spread thin with 35 seconds on the clock, a little bit more than that. Complexity, they really have a lot of options open, but what are they going to choose? A solid flash and another down the mouth of Siren, and he's going to get taken out. 6C dies. Boomage brought it back into a 2v2, 20 seconds on the clock. Now Complexity need to speed up, otherwise they're going to lose this round and not even have a chance to get the bomb plant. JT on Heaven, he's going to get taken down, and there's very little Halzerk can do at this point in time. Finds one, needs to commit to the plan, and Boomage knows it. That's 14 for BetBoom.
Yeah, they did not want to rotate the bomb down toward B. That's where Boomage was last spotted, but little time. It is first to 16, of course. If it's 15-15, we keep this charade going. It's MagnoJez to do the leap outside. Yes, why the hell not?
I'm entertained. I don't know about you. Siren, he finds the opening, and MagnoJez finds the second. 60, that's a freebie, but still a man advantage for the side of BetBoom. And 60, he's playing with his life. Somehow survives, but only for a short while as Siren collects. And now it's a 4v2 with Boomage so deep already on Heaven. He could find an easy kill, and that's going to be the case. Halzerk, only one holding the hopes and dreams of Complexity in this round. Boomage will take him down as well, and that's 2 map points now for BetBoom. Really good rounds that kind of shifted the half in their favor, at least for a short while, though. It ended 6-6, but who cares about that at this point in time? Complexity now might be under duress. Might be under scrutiny, though. Artfrost, that's a horrible timing as Halzerk will collect. And a man advantage now for Complexity. How long will that keep itself? Oh, Nyx, that's a solid position, especially with Halzerk keeping him alive as well. Nyx finds one, and now he's just trying to be safe. Halzerk trying to support his teammate. That's not going to happen, and he's going to have to pull back, but 2 men of an advantage now for the side of Complexity, and that's a good-looking wall bang as Siren gets tagged down to 10 HP.
Check him, PC admin. He's aiming at him through walls. That was insanely well done there from Halzerk. Not going to have that much of an impact, of course. The round was still won regardless.
One more round for Complexity to keep this thing going. 1 for BetBoom to take us to map number 2. 60, just a little bit of chip damage to MagnoJez, and the attack comes in. That's a swarm towards A, though. A bit late to the party are the rest of the BetBoom fellas. Now under pressure is Grim, and he's gonna get taken down. It's a 4v2, and they took control of the site. Halzerk and Nyx now looking good.
Nah, and this one's for survival, I'm afraid. Boomage already seeing defeat. This one's over. Halzerk trying to win it back 1v4 with the op. Not gonna be working. BetBoom, ladies and gentlemen, snatching victory from the jaws of defeat, having to get the 4 consecutive Or was it even 5? To
Teams
get it.
are going to deliver. BetBoom starting on that CT side, the defensive side. Let's see what Complexity have to offer as they are contemplating exploding towards A, and Magno just completely blind, though Exile domes 60 and finds another. There's Art Frost with the kill, and Complexity not finding a foothold towards A as they get annihilated, slaughtered one by one. It's Halzerk against 5.
Foothold, never mind actually seeing the enemies, right? I don't know if any of those kills were expected at all.
Against,
But yeah,
or rather to
a
fight with.
single flashbang up there from JT. It has been thrown, and Siren was not blinded. He didn't do that much damage in the end. They will still get the bomb plant, so that's why you want to be doing these B-pops, right? Secure the bomb plant money. That's going to be all the money they get in this one, I'm afraid. JT, a nice little attempt there, but the Glock at the end of the day is still a Glock. And the 2 in a row does indeed happen for BetBoom. Over Complexity, you know, with the planted bomb, they do have more than enough finances to get us into a full buy round and show us to be going for a bonus round. But there you go, Artfrost still wielding the big green, as Exile does something very, very aggressive here across all of Long Dog, but Magno Jez from the back cannot get any kind of refrag, even with Siren making noise on ramp. And all of those people are now dead with just Boomich on the site to potentially deny, but that one kill is all he gets. Artfrost not even getting close to the 1v4, just gets deleted.
A bit slow on the trigger. Was unable to find anything, and Halzerk quite well playing in this situation. BetBoom.
The B side is stacked. It's full. No one can come in. Artfrost's gonna try and stop him.
Let's see what Artfrost has got. Let's see if that scout can do something, and Halzerk gets domed. Siren finds one. Exile, the only collateral of the side of BetBoom, though Siren gets taken out as well. It's a 3v3, and that does not suit the CT side, though Nyx and JT are now at half HP, and that basically means that Artfrost's scout is now an op, a quick one at that. 60 takes care of that CZ. And a man advantage now for Complexity. They're breathing a sigh of relief as BetBoom needs to rotate now.
That was such a good position from Boomich, but the fact that Complexity had that ace up their sleeve to keep someone on A as a lurk, and now spilling into that B site, crossing with the bomb successfully. Artfrost had to wait for backup, but that backup's dead. Magno Jez can't come out to play anymore. And that farewell grenade, everything that Artfrost can manage to do in this one, he is gonna go far, far away to keep the scout in his hands.
And it always feels a bit rough when you're trying to save a gun that's under $2,000 in value, right? But you know that it might be of use in the next one.
It might even be used in this one if he had the courage to go up these stairs, perhaps. Everyone on the enemy team is low HP. One shot with the scout. However, doesn't actually want to push that deep into enemy territory. They will be surviving the bomb explosion there behind B in the brown halls. Really refreshing statistic to have from a incendiary grenade, but what do I know? Fast presence on A. It was just Grim by his lonesome with a lot of flashes to back him up. Doesn't amount to much, unfortunately. That was going to be a nice free kill for the CTs. But now, still strong on that A defense. The presence from Ivy is going to have to be the difference maker in this round.
Yeah. Trying to spread the defense thin is the side of Complexity. That's a meaty nade, and Magno Jez also died. Now in trouble, the BetBoom side, as Boomich is trying to keep himself alive, though Exile and Siren in the meanwhile, they grab themselves kills. And now they're feeling a bit better. Halzerk in enemy territory, and it is not looking good for him, though. Will they expect a push from him? That's a smoke, but if he goes for it, he might find a frag, and that's going to be the case. He's opening things up nicely and grabbing the C4, but already
unfortunately, though,
from Siren.
Yeah, Siren upstairs. He's just waiting for this one. That is not something you can expect if you're Halzerk. The fact that he even got this far is nothing short of a miracle. You know,
again, his scope is tested, and he's gonna miss, though. So did the opposing teams. Alper now in trouble. Siren, he's dead. Artfrost cut off from the site. Bomb can get planted. Exile alleviated some of the pressure, but look at that forward positioning from Nyx. swift spray means he's dead, and Halzerk dies as well. Now in trouble, the remaining 2 players of Complexity. 30 seconds still on the bomb. Grim trying to find something and find a frag. He will. That's his first on this map, but he's gonna need 3 more. That ain't gonna happen. A solid round from Exile and more than enough time to defuse the bomb.
Yeah, 3 there from Exile at the end, but the 2 from MagnoJez were the ones that actually got them into a very advantageous situation, right? This guy does. Well, he has to talk about it anyway. I don't know if you watch it. CS is way better, as we all know.
Boomage, he's a bit blind, but he's gonna find a frag nonetheless. Ooh, so much chaos happening, but chaos controlled by the side of BetBoom. Halzerk good only for 1, and BetBoom, they're making a streak here, it seems.
That would be a good change of pace. As aggression comes out of Ivy. A wide swing. MagnoJez sent to the grave. Ziggsy was holding it.
Yeah, solid start. Grim with the deagle. Let's see if he can do the same as he did a few rounds back with that dig. Should he find the next frag, it's going to be so stressful for BetBoom to convert this round, even though they have a weapon advantage, and a good one at that.
Because you feel like you have to be aggressive, but then once you're aggressive and you lose, then your enemy has like an unbeatable head start. Like a lead. So it's a very precarious situation they found themselves in, but as Complexity inch their way forward into Boomich's crosshair, they take him out, and now the jig is up. Now you have to actually commit to this A push. The smokes go out, the counter util lands, but the positions have been taken, and Sirens are going off in his head right now. He is not having a good time on the back of the site there. He's hoping for backup to help him, but it's all disappearing in front of his eyes, as it's just Art Frost left against the gruesome twosome of Halzerk and Grim.
1v2. Let's see if that Ock can fire away well. He's been solid on train so far. And a clutch would be just icing on the cake. Around that a freebie at the start, and that's a good flicks to start things out. Grim 1v1, and Grim gets it for number 4 for Complexity. Future as well. And the buy not
You're gonna want to see some of those highlights from the first map, by the way. That one had some bangers. Yeah. This one hasn't delivered in spades yet, unfortunately.
It might.
It looks like it keeps being bad days here for Complexity yet again, losing the initial frag.
Yeah, but they did a solid chunk of damage to Boomich and MagnoJez. Even though they're in a man disadvantage, that's gonna make the CTs question themselves a little bit. In Complexity, they're thinking about that A bomb site. As many times before, BetBoom had a lot of presence on B, simply due to the fact that at the beginning of this half, Complexity really wanted to break open that B bomb site and was successful at times at that. A solid angle for Exile. Let's see if they're gonna expect it. 50 seconds on the clock, and Halzerk opens things up. Exile might be in trouble. Now under stress. That utility is gonna keep the T's at bay for a while, but they're still thinking about breaking that site open. Wide open as they're swarming in, but can they find the kills? That's the question. MagnoJez just behind the smoke. Looks for something and finds one. Knows there's more T's there, but Grim doubles up.
Now it's Boomich from hell, listening for footsteps, knowing that if he just gets a very close angle with the CZ, he can finish them off. Hell, 2 of them are low HP. He can finish them off at mid-distance, but he lets his presence be known, and that's an instant frag from Ziggsy. With Complexity finishing this one off. Done, boys. And away we go. The Glocks trying to get to Long Dog, but there's a couple of dogs in there taking up space. Halzerk with the double.
Trades all around, as the trade is profitable for Complexity. They find 3 for 2, and that's looking quite good. Nyx, a lot of info gathered. He knows there's no presence so far towards B anymore, but now they're going to swarm him, and that might be trouble. Of course, the CT rotate is going to happen at some point, and it's very important to look what 6C is actually doing, as his rotate might turn into a backstab.
Interesting positioning here from the CTs.
From each other, right?
Literally just playing retake. And at this point, they're suspecting A a lot more so than B, which they're about to find out is a mistake. Or no! Has Boomich outminded himself? Has he
That's gonna be
overthought the
risky.
situation? No, he's committing to B.
Yep.
But
it's
Sigsy's
trouble.
now on the flank. This is so confusing. It's such a weird round.
No problem for Sigsy, though. Ooh, that's a nice headshot from Art Frost, but a lot more work left to be done and not a lot of time. 30 seconds on the clock, and he needs to be looking for kills. He knows that one player is far away, one player is relatively close. This P250 is trying to find something, and something he found.
Ooh.
There you go. Nixie's dead. 17 seconds. He needs to hurry up. Those dualies are waiting for him, and he's quite low. Still, Sigsy with an advantage, but that's not going to stop Art Frost from an impressive clutch, as the low knee is the hero of this pistol round.
The third thought you have in this chain of thoughts is, what if I just go around the corner and shoot him in the head? Usually that would happen. He did have the advantageous position, but the aim was true, and JT keeps the aim going on that MP9. What was that long dog push? That might win him the round right there.
Oh yeah, that looked really good. Gave themselves a really good opportunity, and a Galil as well in the hands of JT. Now trouble looms for BetBoom. The same or rather similar situation as in the previous map in the second half, winning the pistol round and then losing the following, not able to convert an Exile tag to 29. BetBoom are not looking their best. JT, though, dying, and that maybe gives BetBoom an opening, but with such little HP, what can they do? Do they have a hope? Art Frost, he was their hope, and now he's down, and so is Exile. That's gonna be 6 for Complexity and Magnojez. Oh, yeah.
Oh, go for knife.
Why
Go for
the
it, go for
hell
it, dude.
not?
You need it.
Well,
in the
you're gonna need
showers.
some money.
Gets that knife reward money. They know where he is now, so it's going to make the safe a little bit harder. But you know what? He also might have a hunch that they're low HP.
So is he.
In a duel where everyone's low HP, the guy with the MP9 wins. There you go. The AK misses everything. The MP9 at least connects, but you know, his success short-lived. Are going to be delaying things a little bit. Still a minute on the clock, so it's not the end of the world, but they don't know that there's no aggression coming out of B balls. They think they have to just go in and go for it. Magnojez gets it done, but Grim returns 2. And now it's Exile on the other side of a fading smoke with a Tech 9 and a couple of bullets in his body, courtesy of Sigsy. But Art Frost returns.
Oh yeah, and he's gonna be the hope of his team as he's on 78 HP trying to find something. Halsrick missed shot, his position no, that smoke is gonna keep the T's at bay and able, or rather enable the CTs to rotate. Magnojez,
But
is he gonna try the plant? No, he's just gonna
Good.
be a fake, and that might reveal some of the position. Magno finds one, and now it's all down to Art Frost. 1v1 against JT. Art Frost unable to find the final frag, and it's 7 for Complexity.
That's how Nafani got them from Gambit Youngsters to Gambit proper, right? But now, on a different team, BetBoom not finding those entries. The CT's holding them back somehow. Just Boomich
Oh.
left.
Well, he's doing quite well as he's already found 2 headshots and looking for more. Bomb on his back and JT low. Halsrick on 67 as well. So Boomich does have a hope in this round. He's going to plant the bomb, and that's the least that he's going to do here. Let's see if he can do something more. The CTs are going to take their sweet time to rotate, and Boomich can take a solid post-plant position.
They're not gonna know where to look for him. They do have a Molotov though, so they can eliminate one of the multiple choice questions right away. And it looks like he's about to be scribbled out now. Wide swing! But his HP was just not good enough to stand in those flames.
Solid effort, though, unable to connect that spray down.
To get this one now as BetBoom, there buys nothing to write home about, I'm afraid. And these
They found
A-pop
one
situations, they're not working out. Like, none of the entries are working out.
Absolutely. And Magno, only on 5 HP. What can you do, my friend? Ooh, that could have been a freebie. At least found some intel. Might get some luck with the timing, should he actually peek somewhere. Just waiting for his teammate. Magnojez and Art Frost trying to make something up, and that's 1 kill brought back. But Art Frost
Stuck
still
in the corner.
main.
Can Magnojez even get to safety here? There's going to be at least 2 rifles looking at his exact position, and Halzork as well gets deleted after all, and it's just Art Frost against 3. He's going to get the first for free, but now the other 2 are looking squarely at you. Bomb's on his back, and he's exchanged weapons. He's picked up the M4 silenced. 40 seconds as he just chills behind the electricity here, recharging his batteries so that the killing machine can kill once more, but his position, okay, not expected, and now he knows where to plant as well to be safe. That bomb's gonna start ticking, and it's Halzork narrowly missing the flick.
Ooh, though,
but getting the second one.
Yeah, there you go. Complexity grabbing this round. It seemed to be a shoo-in. At the end, they needed that 1v1, and Halzork delivers. Looks quite solid. A few clutch attempts. One, if I recall correctly, went his way. MagnoJez unable to find that spray as Grim takes kill. That's not a good-looking smoke. And that's going to make him have to reposition. BetBoom grouping themselves in front of B. It worked for Complexity at the beginning of the first half. Let's see if BetBoom can crack open this bomb site. 2 defenders awaiting.
And see what they can do. The first one, first contact made, but he's just repositioning, waiting for the retake. The B side on Train, very, very retakeable as they line up as they try to cross and take more map control. And that's where they get punished. 3 versus 2 as Boomage is kind of their last resort here, very deep behind enemy territory, trying to have a big play.
That could be a very good play from Boomage. Will they expect it? The answer seems to be no. Artfrost, though, in no man's land. He might get swarmed and he will die. Boomage finds 1 frag, but he's so far away from the bomb. He needs to take the diffuser off it, and that's not going to happen, I'm afraid. It's 11 for Complexity, and Boomage ain't even going to find that kill.
Many things had to go right there for BetBoom.
Both teams on a bye. Let's see what BetBoom can do here. Maybe a change of pace. Not going to happen, not just yet. And Grim is using no presence from the T's in main to just go forward and find the frag onto MagnoJez. Now, he tossed a wrench into their plans.
Definitely. That was very unexpected. Good conditioning from Complexity to finally let loose something that unexpected, right? Good job, Grim. Let's see if they can win the advantageous position now. All you have to do is convert it. The T's, you know, they're also running out of smokes. 2 of them left for an execute. Can't do a fake or anything like that. And Siren just walks into 2 people here holding Long Dog. Had the wrong kind of dog in him.
Yeah. 2-man of an advantage for Complexity. BetBoom trying to find an opening, but all the doors seem to be closed as JT finds a double towards main. Only Exile now remains, but against 5 players, do you realistically have a chance? The answer is a resounding no, as Complexity hit 12 on Train as well.
These guys have all the stats they need to get to that 3rd map, to get to Anubis, as BetBoom on a shoestring budget are gonna be just playing another one of these T rounds, disjointed, aggressive, and unsuccessful at every single point.
3 quick kills from Complexity. It seems to be enough to tie the scoreline when it comes to maps, and we will be looking at Anubis. It seems Artfrost and Exile, the only hopes of BetBoom, but the C4 ain't close to them. And Complexity
gotta get back some of that
completely in the driver's seat at the present moment.
Yeah, definitely. But what if, right? Exile remembers what it was like, you know, in the old days to play with Shiro. Now he's got another young opper next to him. They can be another daring duo to isolate every frag, to get that bomb site, get the plant, play the after plant perfectly. They got the nades to do it. They just need to catch Complexity slipping. I don't think JT's slipping here. He's been jiggling the angle for a while. He knows what's going on. And Complexity, they do finish it off.
Oh yeah, we're going to map number 3 in the opening of Group D. Complexity take their map pick, and we will be looking at Anubis. That was impressive from the side of Complexity. They had a minimal disadvantage at the half, and the second half went completely in their favor. Tie up a few rounds at the beginning, that could lead you into a very good, confident lead. And now the pistol round begins. 2 players in A main. That could spell trouble as the dualies are far and away. Siren, he's not moving. He's just spamming that left click, and that is enough. Helped by Art Frost and completely obliterating Complexity. So far, it seems.
Yeah, no real aggression that you were talking about showing up just yet. But there you go. That mid-presence paying dividends once the smoke clears. Art Frost does delete Sigzy. And with the man advantage now, if they're expecting a B attack, surely they can hold it back. Not if Grim just jumps through the smoke like that. What a madman. Gets traded after 1, of course. Magnoyez goes back and just lets them have the bomb site. Live to fight another day.
Man advantage, they can still contemplate retaking it. Magno just does have a depth kit, and now they're going towards connector. Boomage finds a frag, and Siren follows up. JT hoping for something, but not gonna find it, and this is gonna be a fiesta of a map, it seems.
Missing a little something as well. Oh, no armor as well on Nyx. This is just a force.
A bit of a Walmart
It's not looking
buy.
good.
Side of Complexity, Magno just starts things off well, and that's a lot of damage dealt by Exile's UMP. Starting things off worse for wear for Complexity, and 6C gets, well, steps on a mine, it seemed.
Gotta be careful. As Nyx is definitely being cautious as well, you know, not trying to flank A or anything, just gonna be meeting his teammates over here on B. But 3 CTs waiting for him on the other side. However, B site's very hard to hold. You don't really have a lot of hiding spaces. Magnoyez finds that out the right way. The hard way. Exile also deleted.
Boomage in trouble. Against 3 players, a rotate is coming in. Siren is going to help his captain. Can they hold on, though?
Now he's like, did they rotate off? Are they still going for this? The answer's yes. Now he knows it. And now he's dead.
1v2. Siren against 2. Nyx is low, but JT delivers. And on all 3 maps, JT had at least 1 round where he stepped up when it was necessary. This is one of them.
And they're stacking everyone toward the A site. Yeah, a little bit of flash action going out here. Nyx is going to be in trouble, especially if he has util in his hands. Holy.
Completely blind. And they're going to swarm him. No help from the teammates. Boomage takes him down. And it's a man advantage for BetBoom, but that's not going to help him as the bomb is already going to get planted on the other site.
Yeah, a worthy sacrifice. You lost 1 on A, whatever. 4 alive next to the bomb on the site. Easy take. All the after-plant util you could want. BetBoom just going for exits and hoping that Art Frost stays alive, or someone takes that Galil at any rate.
Solid gun.
There's really nowhere to run. They have to go B main, but will they have the foresight to go there to save their guns?
Get destroyed. Art Frost, though, finds a double. That's a bit of money in his back pocket. And he
Not
wants
just
to find
that, you
more.
can actually go for it. They don't have any kits. But every single kill will be delivered. Art Frost even surviving the bomb plant, if I'm not mistaken. Nope. He goes flying.
That ain't gonna happen. Magnojez, he could be in trouble. 2 players there to support him, but they're not looking at that direction. Nyx quite deep towards A. Art Frost finds 1. They know where the biggest threat is, but they're still gonna pounce towards him, and he might make a play. He finds 3, but not the 4th. The quad kill should have been found, and should he have found it, that could have given his team a big chance. Now Boomage, the only hope with the USP. He might get himself in a position to find a gun, and that could really be crucial at this point in time. He's gonna do just that. Boomage with the up, missed shot. He's dead. 5 for Complexity.
Yeah, he did all he could there, as did back to site, but this one does not have the vibes of a winning round for BetBoom. They kind of gave the game away regarding the B site. And now the re-aggression, Art Frost and Exile, they're getting kills.
Oh yeah. For a moment there, it looked solid, though Art Frost now in no man's land. He should die, but somehow keeps himself alive. What the hell just happened there?
Halzerk, you were supposed to kill him.
Yeah. A bit unfortunate for him. It's a 2v2, still a chance for BetBoom. Though the only player with the rifle is the one on low HP. And Siren, even if he had a rifle, he does not have Kevlar on him. So aim punch
Very
would play a
impressive move,
part.
by the way, for Complexity to call the bluff here and continue toward B anyway. BetBoom did not expect that whatsoever. The bomb will be planted, however, their advantage is dwindling. You're losing the timing. You have to plant that bomb eventually, type in the old combination, and it's a guessing game as to where the final two CTs might be. The sound kind of going through the walls here, they know roughly the one player should be toward connector, but where does that other one reside? Halzerk's not even looking at main!
Oh, and he's dead. Artfrost finds the kill. It's all down to Grim against two players. Let's see what he can find. Finds one and the other. That was pretty from Grim. I mean, it was a low HP player and a guy without Kevlar, but that was a good spray that leads to another round for Complexity. Not the 16
Not looking grim at all.
But yeah, not looking grim at all, though. Artfrost is on the capitulating side. See Siren in trouble, getting doubled, though. Boomage, good only for one. It's a 3v3, and the attack comes in towards A. Grim leading the charge. The A side is empty. Smoke towards cameras. That CT smoke is not going to play a part as Grim has already took it forward position.
Yeah, they could take the entire bomb site with all the initial utilities still active, all the mollies were still burning. And now they've taken very good after plant positions as well. All the CTs are going to be retaking from their respective spawns. And Artfrost gets the entry though. That's the fly in the ointment they weren't expecting. MagnoJez just flying over there, and Halzer can't believe it. He's on a 1v3, and no chance at that. Can't hide behind the site like at all.
There was no opportunity for Halzerk with that position he held. His teammates dying quite quickly, and BetBoom seemingly stealing away this round, gaining 4.
I want to use it.
Consider it, yeah.
Could be a refreshing change of pace for the majors, all I'm saying.
Double up setup, and it pays dividends. MagnoJez takes care of Grim. That's a +1 for BetBoom to start things out in this round.
Tech 9s be successful again on this site. Out of con into MagnoJez. The double. A no-scope as well. Why not? Just style on them fools. And that's how they get it done cleanly. The final round of the first half, ladies and gentlemen. A clean sweep.
Heading into the last pistol round of this best of 3. See what it's going to bring us. Halzerk trying to find something towards water, but he's seen many a tease and got dinked as well.
Much.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Now the A push should be coming in. Does Complexity have what it takes? Rather, JT finds one. Good only for one. Nick's in trouble, though finding heads and takes care of 2. Still CT presence on the side as 6C takes care of MagnoJez, and Artfrost unable to find anything. It's 8 for Complexity. They're all stacked towards the B-bomb site. It's either going to be a slaughter or BetBoom might actually find an opening here. 3 CTs are defending the site, and there you go, 1-for-1. Halzerk finds 2, but JT gets overwhelmed, and Halzerk is looking for more. Takes that M4. The bomb is going to get planted, and that's a minimum from BetBoom in this round.
Oh no!
Rather,
it's not getting.
MagnoJez, he did not decide to plant the bomb, and that's going to cost him a little bit of money in the next round for his team.
You know, bless him, he went for the attempt. He tried to actually get the round and not just the bomb plant, because the bomb plant...
But he's,
and he's still standing in the open.
Behind that smoke,
the mad lad.
Waiting for somebody
He's waiting
to go
for them to
through it.
block. Okay, preemptive spamming gets a lot done, but so does Grim with the double. Even when he goes off the weapon, Zigzy quick enough on the rotate to help a brother out.
4v2. Boomish finds 1 and a lot of damage dealt to Nyx. Let's not count BetBoom out of this just yet, as Boomish finds another. Artfrost, you want him in this scenario the way he's playing this map.
Yeah, you do kind of want him to have the bomb, though. However, I don't think Complexity got the memo. They don't know the bomb's on B.
Yeah,
or at least they know and they're leaving it alone, which I find unlikely. And up close! Artfrost does not get the double, but he was mighty close to doing so.
Yeah.
Looks like that play is gonna go toward the B site more than not. Siren's still lurking outside A though, but he's been found out. He's been hard cleared, hard countered, as MagnoJez just goes in the open, gets the double, and clears up B site for his team. What a play. I said he needed to step up, and sure enough, he did.
Yep, he did the job. And collected the round for his team. No chance for Complexity. They don't have a lot of cash to commit to this with a man disadvantage. They're going to want to save, and they're going to do just that. It's going to be 6 for BetBoom. Of course, Complexity still looking good, still in control. But this round started off well with that first kill, then Magno completely obliterated Complexity's chances.
Using all of the commotion that was going on in A main to take his timing, take his swing, and then actually getting the kill there, that is spectacular work.
Him and saying, actually, man, mistakes happen.
They do indeed. But let's see if MagnoJez can continue cutting the mustard, or if he's going to be playing catch-up all match. It is Exile, of course, here in front of B to find the opener. That gives BetBoom the advantage they needed.
Yeah, a solid advantage at that. That's going to spread the defense thin. 2 on each site. And easily overwhelmed could be the defenders. Of course, Complexity's trying to find some info, but Artfrost waits with his scope. Halzerk finds one back, but still a man advantage for the T's, as now Complexity are looking for something more. They know about Grim, but he's going to find one more kill. 60, that was an opportunity, but an opportunity missed means it's 7 for BetBoom.
Yeah, that's one of those ones where you're regretting not equipping the other M4, right? You needed those few extra bullets. You had both players lined up. And it hasn't worked out wonderfully in past, but that's why you keep trying. That's when they least expect it. But Siren, even though he wasn't expecting Grim, still gets the kill.
Oh!
And Sigsy and successful as well. I have no idea. That was not supposed to happen. That was not in the script.
30 seconds. Now they're starting. The attack needs to commence. 2 players defending B. Can they hold on? Nyx found Siren, but that's inconsequential at this point in time. Halzerk finds 2, and JT chips in. And a calamity of a round for BetBoom. Artfrost trying to do something. That's a good-looking no-scope, but with 10 seconds on the clock, he needs to commit to this bomb plant. Not stopping him, not just yet, but JT knows where he's at. And that's going to be 12 finally for Complexity.
Even plants on the weird angle over here instead of the default. That was huge to actually get some extra money, but even huger, if that's even a phrase.
3 out of 3 in the past 3 months. Looking for their 4th victory on this map. Not a go-to map for Complexity, but it might as well turn into that in the future of this tournament. BetBoom trying to pick up pace, and MagnoJez finds the frag. Now, pressure on the B-side defenders, but Halzerk finds one. Grim still yet to be discovered, and Exile gets his head blown off cleanly. Now a man advantage, and the attack stopped.
Yet again, huge round from Halzerk to keep holding main while he knows someone is in connector waiting to run out. That was just very good of him to keep his pal Grim safe over in jail. And now that BetBoom have the disadvantage, well, they don't have the map control. They know Grim's here. What can they do about it? Not much. Halzerk gets another one. Keeps covering Grim, his guardian angel.
And that
An angel and a Green Reaper. What a duo, man.
Why not? Siren trying to do the impossible. 1v3. And a bomb nowhere near him. And he's still not completely sure where all the CTs are. So many angles to check. So many places to look. And it's just a matter of time when he's felled. Looking for those isolated duels, unable to find the first, and Complexity going through. They'll be fighting for playoffs next time we see them on stream.